But I was around certain people. I was around certain things, man. I remember seeing Lil Baby on the come up. I remember going me and my dog Lil Crimson, we was in like New York. We was everywhere. We was on kind of like a small little promotional tour with them, just following what they have going on. And I was in these rooms. I remember seeing Blueface, Young Miami, all these people on the come up, and I was in these rooms. But the thing is, I wasn't being granted access because I hadn't put the work in to be in those rooms. You know what I'm saying? To actually walk through that door. The worst thing is when you're somewhere and you're able to see it with your very eyes, but God hasn't granted access because you didn't earn it. You have to earn things, bro. Nothing in this world is just given to you. And if it's given to you, you don't appreciate it.
Boom, 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 boom. Yes, sir. Yes, Lord. We back. Hey, baby, we here, man. We got a away game this game. You feel me? In an undisclosed location type shit. But, hey, man, we here nonetheless, man. Mic check 1, 2. We are back. Welcome to the Lost in the Sauce podcast, man. I'm your host, Sauce. And, thank y'all for all the listeners, man, all the new subscribers, everybody tapping in, man. Y'all make sure y'all go and subscribe to Audis Network. Hit that like button, man. Tap in with the new sports show, Press Man coverage. You feel me? Shout out my dogs over there. And, yeah, man, y'all continue supporting these artists, man. Tap in, check those descriptions, man. We be having links to these artists and, all the good stuff, all the information you need. You feel me? But up to this point, man, thank y'all. Thank y'all for all the support and the love, man, for sure. We here, man. This one's long overdue. You feel me? You know what I mean? Yep. We got this brother in the building, man. It's been an interesting dynamic between us.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely, man.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we even had to, you know what I mean? We get to it. We get to it. Type shit. But, man, I got a lot of respect for this brother, man. It's an honor to have him here today. This brother's been putting in work for a very, very long time. I mean, any genre, I think he's touched on, he's hit. You know what I'm saying? No stone unturned, bro. He's exploring the creativity in all types of facets and fashions. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't no type of fashion. You know what I'm saying? He can put that, you know what I mean? He can put that on. You know what I mean? What came through clean, you know what I mean?
Hey, man, listen, I knew where I was coming, man.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
I knew where I was coming, man.
Very, very proud of this brother, man. And, we'll get to it today. We're going to uncover a lot today, man. I think we're going to be able to connect the dots on a lot of things, man. So, absolutely. Without further ado, it is my honor and pleasure to welcome my brother LotisMusic in the building.
What's up, dig son? What I'm saying? I'm here now, baby. What's happening, man? Hey, boy, it's been a long time coming, man.
Yeah, it is.
But on some real shit, man. Oh, can I curse?
Yes.
I can curse. I'm sorry.
Yes, for sure. You can do your thing.
But on some real shit though, dog. I appreciate the intro, bro. But on some real, bro. I have a different respect for you, dog, because I see the work that you put in. I see how you roll. I know you a father. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know it's a lot of things that go into it, man. And to see the hustle, to see the work ethic, man, I'm a fan of you.
Man, thank you, man.
You know what I'm saying? So before we even get this started, bro, I want to, give you your flowers and tell you, bro, like I really appreciate the time and the work that you put into your craft, and the quality is amazing.
Man, thank you, brother. So thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Real talk, man.
I appreciate it.
Salute to you, brother.
Thank you, bro. Man, it's good that we in this place now, man. Because I think for a point of time, man, you thought I ain't fuck with you, man. So.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real, man. I ain't gonna necessarily say I ain't think you fuck with me, but it's like every time I would see you out, it would always be love, and I always make sure that I didn't come from a space like you owe me an interview. Like, nah, nigga, you don't owe me nothing. Another man doesn't owe another man shit.
Facts.
So every time I saw you, I made sure I embraced you. I gave you a hug, and it was love. You know what I'm saying? But in the back of my head, I'm like, this nigga done told me we gonna do an interview for 2 years straight, man. And it still ain't happened. But again, I'm not coming into this situation like, nigga, you owe me an interview. Da, 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 da. It's like, man, divine timing, bro.
Yes, bro.
And it's funny as hell. I remember you was out with my with a guy I love, a guy I call my big brother, Chuck Indigo. I feel like it's one
Shout out Chuck, man.
I feel
That's
like it's one of the greatest rappers in Tennessee.
Yes,
one
man.
of the greatest rappers in the world. Performers also. Shout out Chuck Indigo. I love you, brother. But I remember I was on the phone with him. And I had just randomly called him because I be calling Chuck and I be like letting him hear like some of my unreleased music. I be getting his like opinion on certain things because I know he's a person that's gonna keep it all the way funky with me. He's gonna keep it raw with me at all times.
100%.
And y'all was out. I said, "Big bro, I'm at the studio. What you got going?" He said, "Man, I'm just out walking with Sauce." I said, "Sauce?" I said, "Hey, man, put him on the phone, man. Put him on the phone right now, bro." He put him on the phone. I said, "Hey, man." Sauce was like, "I know, look, bro. I know, man. I know. Look, we gonna get it in." I said, "Man, if you don't love me, just say that, bro."
Hey, man.
I said, "If you don't love me, just say that, Sauce."
It was valid to that point because I had a couple of times where Chuck, you know what I'm saying, he would advocate for you and just be like, bro, you got to tap in with Low, man. Like, he working, like he doing his thing, bro. He really taking this serious. You know what I'm saying? And pause. I ain't never took my eye off of you, bro. So it's like the work has been. I've been watching it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I appreciate that,
some things, and we'll get into it. Some things led me to be patient because I wanted to see how they like developed.
Yeah.
Because I see you don't necessarily shy away from different pockets and sounds. And
not at all, bro.
From when I first got aware of you and your sound then has evolved into like a whole new thing, bro.
Absolutely, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And so
I've changed a lot over the years, man. I've definitely went through multiple phases. If you were to know me, if you were to know me for real, and I always say this, man, I feel like Nashville has like watched me grow up. They've seen different phases. They've seen high school me, college me, grown me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure when you got hip to me, like you said, I was on a whole different type of time. But, as I've been finding myself, you know what I'm saying? Because we never really know who we are. We have to keep throwing paint at the wall. You know what I'm saying? We have to keep experiencing new genres and listening to new types of music and traveling and really trying to find who we are as a human being, man. And I understand completely, bro, why you, I'm not going to say the word hesitant, but why you took your time as to see, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I see him bouncing from this lane to this lane, let's see. And I never, again, bro, I just be joking and whatever, but I mean, I don't hold nothing against you.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, because for me on my end, bro, it was always on some. I don't wanna cap to you, and I don't want to fake the funk. Like, bro, I fuck with you super heavy. Like, bro, I don't know if you notice anybody that I have on my show, I'm either already a fan of or I grow to be a fan of. Yeah. And so when I'm a fan of somebody and I really believe and fuck with what they doing, I do everything I can to push them. Yeah.
I see, bro.
So it's like
you go hard for the artist.
If I can't connect the dots, then I'm not gonna lie to you because then I'm not being authentic to myself nor you. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Because you should be on a platform where you feel respected, right? You feel seen, you feel heard, bro. Like, I'd be a damn fool to have you on here and being like, yeah, man, so yeah, tell me about yourself, bro. And it's like, bro, I got to go back and do the work, bro. This nigga done dropped like Fresh Prince. He done dropped, goddamn it, Give Me My Flowers. Like, the list goes on, bro. You've evolved through different sounds. So it's like, no, nigga, I got to go back and do my research before I even fucking tap in with you.
Yeah, man.
Now you did throw me for a loop for how much you experiment with.
Yeah.
So it's like the Fresh Prince low ain't this low.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
It's a whole different vibe, bro. You was tearing the colleges up and shit, bro.
Absolutely was, bro. The Fresh Prince project was a moment in time, bro. I was at TSU. I was traveling. We was going from campus to campus, just having fun, man. Just having so much fun, dog. I was on my R&B wave. Like but at that time I still was experimenting as to who I was, bro. Like I was still trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my dog French, man. You know, that's my engineer. That's the person that's helped cultivate the sound. You know how Drake has like 40, you know what I'm saying? French is my 40, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, just different moments in life, you know, us traveling, going to LA, going to Atlanta, going to all these different places and just soaking up the culture and then running back to the B&B and just making music, all while still having homework to turn in, all while still having shows at TSU and things to do, man. It was just a real fun time. And I was just growing as a young man. I just embraced everything and just put it into music. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful to have had those times. It's a bittersweet experience because I had a lot of people around me during those times that aren't with us anymore. But I'm glad I got to experience those things, man. Fresh Prince Low, that was pure Tennessee State University, young. Just, I was wilding back then.
He's outside. That was the energy.
I was wilding back then, bro. But them some good times, man.
For sure.
Good times, bro.
One thing I can say, bro, is about like when you kind of telling me the story and taking me back to like that place. Even from then, from like the first project all the way up to now, bro, you haven't lacked in the quality. Like, I think that was one thing that I was super impressed about, like you and how you make your music, regardless of the different genres that you touch on. The quality has always been there. Like it always sound radio ready, you know, ready to be played in the crowds of the masses. Like, it was just dope seeing that translate. Like I said back then, like seeing you go and open up, you know, in big arenas in your sound. Is prepared for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man. I can't do nothing but thank the people around me for that because I'm not the one pushing these buttons.
Yeah.
I'm not the one recording and mixing and chopping and doing none of that. I can't do nothing but thank the people around me, you know what I'm saying? And those including French and you know what I'm saying? Like that man means a lot to me, you know, and I don't mind talking about it on camera because it's genuine, it's authentic. You know what I'm saying? That French has played a big role in the development of, because that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the worst thing you can do is get into it with your engineer.
Yeah.
Because that's the person that make you sound good.
Yeah.
And
it's the goddamn peanut butter jelly. It's the shit that make it go, man. So you already can do what you gonna do. Yeah. You're gonna bring yours to the table, but you gotta be in sync. Yep.
He gonna bring it to life. Yep. And the quality's always been there, man. And I'm grateful for that, bro. I'm grateful for that. I appreciate you noticing that, man.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate you noticing that because that's something that we pride ourselves on. You know, is the quality. You know what I'm saying? How we sound, how we present the food, how the presentation is everything. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
Yeah, man.
Bro, talk to me about the transitional phase, you know. Yeah. I know I'm taking it back to
that's fine, bro. Let's
the
talk
early
about
stages,
it.
But what have you noticed in these transitional stages that you've been in your career so far?
Yeah.
Because, you know, we talked a little bit like off camera and it was like, man, you kind of broke down of like, you know, being right there.
Yeah.
Right there at the door. You know what I'm saying? Shit may derail, you know what I'm saying? And you have to regroup and find your way back to that while still being authentically you.
Yeah, man.
So like,
I can,
I
didn't mean to cut you off or nothing,
good,
brother,
bro.
but so I can tell you this, man. One thing about it, two things for sure. God will put you in the environments that you want to be in, right? So let me break this down. So it's like when I was in college, I was a part of I was under other management. Now I'm with Double Solid Entertainment. Shout out my CEO Solid. But I was around certain people. I was around certain things, man. I remember seeing Lil Baby on the come up. I remember going me and my dog Lil Crimson, we was in like New York. We was everywhere. We was on kind of like a small little promotional tour with them, just following what they have going on. And I was in these rooms. I remember seeing Blueface, Young Miami, all these people on the come up, and I was in these rooms. But the thing is, I wasn't being granted access because I hadn't put the work in to be in those rooms. You know what I'm saying? To actually walk through that door. The worst thing is when you're somewhere and you're able to see it with your very eyes, but God hasn't granted access because you didn't earn it. You have to earn things, bro. Nothing in this world is just given to you. And if it's given to you, you don't appreciate it. So I can say now, looking back, because I was like 19, 20 years old, I didn't really appreciate where I was at that time. I was just living. I didn't take full advantage at all. You know, and that's just me being honest with myself.
Yeah.
You know, I had some opportunities when I was younger and still in college to advance my career, but I did not take full advantage of it. And I was just doing it. I was just, you know, putting it on my Instagram and looking cool and X, Y, and Z. Now, I was there. I was there. But I did not take full advantage the way I needed to. So therefore, God did not grant membership. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I can say. You know, they say, you know, you get what you negotiate, cool, but you really get what you work for, bro. If you do not put the work in to get to these rooms, to get to these places that you want to get to, God is not going to grant access, bro. And that's something that I had to learn the hard way. And that's something that I'm still learning, bro. Yeah. You're not going to get nowhere just by half-assing. No, bro. You can't cheat life. That's one thing you can't do, big brother. You can't cheat life.
At all.
You can't cheat life. And God and life have a funny way of humbling people who think that they can cheat them.
Yeah.
Cause you'll think that you're right there. You'll think like, man, bro, we about to be on. We about to do this. We about to do that. But whole time, you've been faking the funk. You've been trying to look cool. You ain't really been trying to do it. You just been trying to look cool, get some likes, get some girls on your line. You feel me? But you ain't really put the work in. And that's something that these past couple years I've really been honing in on, taking advantage of the people who are put in position to help, not using anybody. Yeah. You know, being genuine. Yep. And I'm not trying to go off topic or nothing, but no, it's just on my heart, bro. It's just like God don't bless mess. He don't bless mess, bro.
That's a fact.
And it's just like all these people that are walking around not being genuine and being rude and just thinking that they can reign high over people who are being nice and kind to them. It's like, you're not going to win like that, man. You're not going to win like that, bro. I feel like the ones who win in this thing, bro, are the people who have a pure heart and that are genuine.
Yep. Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? And just like me going through these transitions, that's something that that's something that I had to be real with myself. At first, bro, I was not genuine the way I needed to be genuine. The younger Lotis was a cocky motherfucker for no reason. For no reason, man. And not saying that I didn't put no work in. Like, bro, nigga, what?
You got a lot going on, bro. You had a lot getting thrown at you, bro. Life is coming at you fast at that point.
Man, fast as fuck. And I didn't really know how to take it. So yeah, bro, I might have, when I was younger, I might have rubbed a couple people the wrong way with my arrogance and my attitude. And that's on me. And that's something that I had to live with. But I understand where my flaws laid, and I made sure that I made improvement.
Yeah.
You know, and that's another reason why I feel like God didn't bless me when I was there, because my attitude wasn't right. I thought I knew everything. I thought I had arrived when really I ain't did shit yet. And, you know, that's something that I just had to just realize, man. You know, life is about humbling yourself and being a sponge and soaking up all the game that you can get.
100%.
Not thinking that you know more than the next man. Not thinking that your way is the best way. It's a lot of people that have been on this earth way longer than me, bro, that have experienced life way more ways, whatever. They've done a lot more than me.
Yeah.
So the best thing that I should have did back then was listen and take notes. But I wanted to flex. I wanted to look like I was doing this and doing that. And that's just me being honest with myself. That isn't me beating myself down. It's just like life is all about learning. And I learned that I had to get right with myself before I could elevate.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So,
man,
yeah, bro.
What does the rebuilding process look like now? Like with Lo, you know, now that you've had that moment and when it clicked for you and you like, all right, I got to restructure my whole everything, bro. Like the whole foundation and shit.
Yeah. When I got with when I got with my my independent label, Double Solid, we had to French brought me to Solid, and we sat down and we structured this whole thing out. And that's something that I lacked, was like, you know, just structure. Who I really wanted to be as an artist. And we really just had to break everything down and rebuild everything. And I was so lost as to like who I was. Like that's what I was saying. Like, bro, I was just throwing paint at the wall. I didn't know if I wanted to make club music. I didn't know if I wanted to do this and do that. But I had to just sit down and realize, man, what is going to work for me?
Yeah.
And I had to get with people that understood what was going to work for me. And I'm glad I did, and I'm still with those people to this day. So the rebuilding process was really along the lines of just making sure that I was being honest and genuine, not only with myself, but with my music.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm going to keep it real, Sauce. Like, when you get out there on that stage in front of all those people, they going to know if you lying or not.
For sure.
They going to know if that music is you or not.
Yeah.
I want people like I want my goal back then and my goal now, during the rebuilding thing, I want when people hear my music and then when they meet me in person, it makes sense. That's what I want. When they hear that Give Me My Flowers R&B trap soul type EP, and then when they meet Lotis in person, the music and the man makes sense.
Yes, 100%.
Right? And that was my whole goal for the rebuilding, for the restructuring of Lotis, because the music wasn't matching at first, bro. I was trying to make these club records and this ass shaking music and all this other shit. It's like, bro, that wasn't me. And I just had to be upfront and honest with myself. Don't get me wrong. I am not a one-dimensional artist. Lotis can do any type of music. We can do a club record.
Yeah.
We can do a country record. We could do an R&B record. We could do whatever type of record you want. But what is going to be the base? What am I going to be known for?
Yeah.
Right? So we all know, like, let's just throw an artist out there, Drake. We all know Drake can do whatever, but we know Drake gonna talk to them women first.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
He's gonna be able to draw back to that. And
you feel me?
I also, just like with the country song, and it's fire too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give it to you, bro. But it's like, man, it still feel like low. It still has that essence where you talking to the women. You know what I'm saying? So,
bro, and that's my whole approach with my music, man. I want to have a song. I want to have a record for every environment I'm in. So if we going to a wedding, you can cut on some low. If we downtown on Broadway, you can cut on some low. If we in the club, you can cut on some low. If you just chilling with a beautiful lady and y'all sipping wine and y'all about to get to it, cut on some low. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
That's my whole goal, man. I just want to have a record for every environment I could possibly be in. And I just want to be as different as possible, bro. That's my whole stilo. I just want to be as different as possible. I don't want nobody to put me in a box because I feel like nowadays people think you got to do a certain type of music to get accepted. I don't want nobody to have a like, I bet shit, this album gonna sound like this, bro. We already know he finna come like this. He finna do this. Nah, I want to keep people on their toes. So that was the purpose of me doing the country song. It's like, you know, to be different. And don't get me wrong, there other people. There's other artists that have dibbled and dabbled in the country music. I mean, that's dope, super dope. But with me, I just want to keep people on their toes, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like boxing. You got to stay on your feet. You never know where he gonna come. You never know what angle he gonna take. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing, dog. So
talk to me about that, man. And that's fire too. That's fire that, like you said, man, you went through the steps in the process to restructure the sound, really hone in on yourself and how you want to present yourself back to your audience. You feel me? Now, how I look at it is like music and the person go hand in hand, bro.
Yeah, bro.
When I listen to music, it's going to tell me a lot about that person. Yeah. So what did the work look like for you personally and simultaneously of like rebranding in a sense and like rebuilding your foundations for your career? What did the personal work look like? Like, what that day-to-day look like? What does Lo do now that's different that Lo didn't do? I mean, well, that you did in the past, you're not doing that no more. You're on this wave now. What does it look like?
Back then, I always had to be, that's crazy, man. That was a great question. Back then, I always had to be in a crowd. I always had to be around people. I hated being alone. I hated being with self and having to, because, you know, it's easy not to think about what you need to think about when you around all type of people. Y'all drinking, y'all partying, y'all smoking, y'all doing all types of stuff to escape from reality. But when it's just you by yourself and you sitting with your thoughts, you learn a lot. And I could say now I still got my clique of people that I be around, but now I don't mind being alone.
Yeah.
Back then, that was something that made my flesh crawl, was being alone, not being in the mix.
Yeah, you hitting everybody like, man, where we at? Where we going?
Yeah, like I'm calling you. Like, hey, what we on tonight? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now people got to call me like, hey, trying to slide right here with us? You trying to come? And sometimes I might say yes, sometimes I might say no. But the personal work was really along the lines of, it all just goes back to just finding who I was as a young man. You know what I'm saying? Not thinking that I gotta drink or party and do all this extra shit to find out the type of person that I wanted to be, man. Now I'm really into like physical fitness. I work out a lot. My diet is clean, man. I don't eat any fried foods. I try to make sure that what I'm putting into my body is good for my body.
Yeah.
You know, because everything is in alignment. Everything is in alignment. From mental, physical, spiritual, everything is in alignment. And I want to make sure that I'm giving my machine the proper nutrients and love that it needs so I can go out there and perform and do what's needed to be done. And that's just like I was saying, bro, just physical fitness, reading, just making sure that I know who I am. You know, because I'm telling you, bro, a lot of people out here, bro, we're dealing with a lost generation. So niggas is lost as fuck out here, dog.
Yeah.
Niggas don't know who they is, bro.
Man.
Like if niggas took away the clubs and niggas had to be home,
cooked.
Like niggas is cooked, bro. Cooked, bro. Air fryer, niggas burnt. Niggas fucked up out here, man. And I had to I had to understand who I was without all that. And that's and it's fun, man. It's fun learning about you. It's fun finding out the type of things that you like and finding out the type of things that you dislike. And then once you get right with self, the music is just gonna flow. It's just gonna flow, man, because now my mind clear.
When you hit this space, is that where like the songs like Put the Work In or those other tracks that like we hear in this new low era?
Yes,
is that where those kind of come out from?
Yes, bro. And then yes, straight up. And that's where like Put the Work In came in, bro. That was all like self-development and me finding out who I would like with my pen, bro. Like it's just me learning, man. I felt with the song Put the Work In, I saw all my ladies in the gym. Yeah. So I'm like, let me
spark them up, man. They was getting to it.
Let me give y'all a song to work. Let me give you guys a high vibrational workout record for you to work out to. Shout out to all my ladies in the gym, man. That's where that Put the Work In thing stranded from. And then me just testing my pen. You know what I'm saying? See where I can go with it. You feel me? All a part of the self-development of me as a man, me as an artist, me seeing a need, seeing a demand for something and following through.
Straight up, man.
Yeah, man.
Sure. Bro, let me ask you, man, because you know we'll touch on it, man. We had a topic here in the city recently where it was just like, you know, you had the whole Key Glock situation, bro, where it was like essentially saying he don't know the artist, and we had that whole ordeal, that situation. What's your take on that, bro? You know what I'm saying? I have my own theories.
Yeah.
What's your take on that, bro? And how did you process, that? Because I mean, you got two different ways you could take it,
right?
You know what I'm saying? But how did Low process that?
Yeah, how did I process that? First and foremost, man, I'm gonna say this, man. Shout out to Key Glock, and shout out to the artist that he did name, Nutso. Shout out Nutso, man. Big homie. But one thing I'm gonna say about that, when I heard it, I laughed because it's just like, okay,
yeah.
What are we gonna do? Are we gonna get mad about it, or are we gonna work harder, or are we gonna make sure that we are we gonna make sure that we're known, or are we just gonna sit about it and cry?
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck. Mm-hmm. Nobody gives a fuck about how we feel. Nobody gives a fuck about what emotions we're going through, nigga. People respect results.
Straight up.
People respect results. So how about instead of us crying and getting upset and saying how about we support our own? Yeah. Because if all the people out here with motion did music together and work together the way that we need to be doing music together and working together with a combined following of all our followers and all the motion that we have going on, that's gonna reach so many people across the world.
Straight up.
Nobody cares about Key Glock's not saying that he doesn't know us. Who cares? Glock is an established artist. Glock is hard. I've been on Glock since high school.
Yeah.
But why the fuck would I get upset about him saying he doesn't know me? Nigga, work hard so he knows me.
Yeah, straight up.
What the fuck? I'm not finna cry because this nigga don't know me because he hasn't heard my music. How about instead of crying, get to it?
Yeah.
Get to it. Work harder. Take your career more serious. Get off the internet and get in the mix with these individuals. Actually put the phone down and go get in the mix. Go to these networking events. Hop in the car and go everywhere within a 200-mile radius and network with these DJs so your network of context can expand.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
all that crying and saying, well, this is a Nashville versus Memphis thing. No, the fuck is not. Starlito and Don Tripp been doing mixtapes together since I was in the 7th grade in 2011, bro. No, it's not a fucking Nashville versus Memphis thing. Like, stop that shit. It's not. You feel me? Like, some of my closest homies, some of my closest partners are from Memphis. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like all that Nashville Memphis versus Memphis shit, that's bullshit, bro. Work harder, take your career more serious, get off the internet, hop in the mix with these individuals who are taking their career serious too, and just work, man. Shout out every artist in Nashville that's pushing their line, whether that's male or female. Shout out all the engineers, the photographers, the videographers, everybody that's putting some seasoning in this pot that we're brewing. Yeah. You feel me? Those are the people that we need to be focused on. Those are the people that we need to be showing love to, showing appreciation to. Yeah. You feel me? So as far as the Key Glock situation, hey man, shout out Glock, shout out Nutso, shout out all the people that's pushing their line, man. But me personally, I don't give a fuck about Glock not knowing me. What I care about is me working hard enough for him to know me. Yeah. Because there's a lot of people that I'm sure, man, that man is busy.
Yeah.
He be having all type of shit going on.
He probably just working on his stuff, bro.
He probably just working on him. You probably ain't just came across his radar yet. But that's okay. Because if you keep working, you will.
Yep.
So it's all good, man. Shout out Glock.
Yeah, hard, man.
You know?
I know you mentioned some of the artists that you really, mess with here.
Yeah.
Any come to mind, whether if you have worked with them or want to work with them, who's some artists that come to mind that either you're just a fan of or would like to work with one day?
Man, that's a lot, bro. And if I'm about to say some names, bro. If I miss people, don't be upset. If I miss you, don't be upset. But some artists that I really listen to, I feel like me personally, I feel like Chuck Indigo.
Y'all ain't worked together. Yeah, hey.
We haven't. That's like,
you gotta make it happen.
That's like my homie. Yeah. But I feel like Chuck Indigo was one of the best artists and performers in Tennessee, period. Shout out Tim, man. Shout out Bryant Taylor.
Yeah.
Shout out Tula Bree, Sweet Poison.
Hey, you done a track with Sweet shit?
Man, me and Sweets got a song.
Okay. Shout out Sweets, man.
We gonna do something this summer with it, man.
Shout out Sweets.
Shoot, man, and shout out all the ladies pushing their line too, man. Shout out all the ladies pushing their line too, man.
Tell me about them, man. Who's some of them that stand out to you?
Boy, that's a lot, bro. Let me see.
Women going crazy.
Women going crazy, man.
In the R&B lane and in the, you know what I'm saying, in the rap lane.
I would say, man, shout out Mimi the Goat, Sweet Poison, Ari Siobhan, B. Marie, Gaza, Southside CC, Trap Queasy. Shoot, it's so many people, man. My homegirl, Saucy Slim, she going stupid. Shout out Black Wizzle too, man.
Black Wizzle going crazy, man.
He going stupid right now.
Anthem of the city, bro.
Cashville be balling, gonna ball forever, man. Shout out Wizzle, man. Shout out Tribe. Shout out Lack. Shout out all my people, man. I love exclusive. You feel me? Just I just love seeing. I love seeing my people win, bro. Shout out my homie Plug Perry. These just people that just coming at the top. These are people that all the people that I named are people that I'm fans of, or people that I listen to, or people that I have real relationships with. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out all these guys, man. Lil Trip. Like I just love seeing my people flourish and win, because that's what it's all about. You feel me? And shout out some of the OGs. Vac, Kwani, Pistol, just all the people that I personally look up to and I have relationships with, man. I just love seeing people from my city flourish, man. Also, man, shout out Rude Boy Driller too. He going crazy.
All right. I want to ask you about a specific person, man. This is my dog, man. Kangaroo. Can you speak on him, man?
Yeah. Man, boy, shout out Kangaroo, man. Kangaroo is someone that I can say I genuinely have love for. Kangaroo is someone that always picks up the phone.
Yeah.
I could be screaming at the top of my lungs, pissed off. Kangaroo just gonna sit there and listen.
Yeah, man.
You know, he's someone that keeps me on my toes when it comes to staying out my feelings, getting out my emotions, getting off the internet when I be ready to, man, just spaz out. He's someone that really cares.
Yeah, man.
And that's why I can say these beautiful things about him, because Kangaroo is an awesome individual, and I'm grateful to have been placed around someone so genuine and nice. And cool.
And he just love to see other people win, bro. Like, even when he be making his own moves.
Come on, man. He puts people before him.
Yeah, man.
And that's, in my opinion, that's a true definition of a real one.
Yep.
Kangaroo's a real one, man. He's someone, too, that at first, when I thought you ain't fuck with me, I'm like, bro, hey, bro, get that nigga on the phone. Get him on the phone, man. Get that nigga on the phone.
Rube been hitting me about, like, man, he's like, bro, you got to tap in with Low.
Man, so Sauce, bro, people been hitting you about me, Sauce. This done been like the third, fourth person that done hit you about me, big bro.
People around, for sure,
damn,
man.
I mean, like I said,
they been telling me, man, you got to tap in, man.
It's all.
Shout out Rube.
Shout out Rooski, man. Rooski, I know that you went to bat for me, Rooski. That's why I love you, man. Shout out Rooski, man. Cause boy, I feel like that boy Saucer just scroll past the nigga shit. Boy, like,
man. Hey, and on top of that, man, hey, you been waking niggas up, man. You been putting the freestyles out. You been doing your thing, bro. Yeah. So you turning it up a notch, man. So
I do these things every Friday called Low Flow Fridays, where I like, you know, back in the day, people jacking for beats and stuff, man. But I just wanted to put my own spin on things, and this is kind of like my content pitch. You feel me, for the new year. So you know how everybody has some content that they're known for on TikTok or on Threads or on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. This is the content that I want people to come to my page for entertainment. So they're like, I bet. Well, this is, and it's really like lyrical exercise. It's really like I'm just having fun. So to tie people over, so when the music drop, they're already on their toes. You know what I'm saying? And with albums, with my EPs and with my singles and stuff, those things are carefully calculated with my team. You know, Solid French, 270. Those things are carefully calculated. They have plans behind them. Like, we're not just putting out music just to put out music, just to waste it. Yeah. You know, because a lot of people put out music with no plan. No plan at all, bro. And they think that they could just post a song and just say out now. Nobody gives a fuck about you saying out now.
Straight up.
What is the campaign behind the single? Yeah. Where's the content? That's one thing Rue taught me. Rue said, before we put the single, put the work in out, I had over 100 pieces of content for that song alone. 100 pieces of content. Yeah. Literally. I still got them in my phone. They're taking up all types of storage. Yeah. I want to delete them, but I can't, because it's a part of my storage, so I just got to buy more storage. But I'm saying, like, everything that people see me do is carefully calculated with my team and people that I know have my best interests and love me. But when it comes to content like Low Flows, man, I do what the fuck I want to do. I'm rapping, I'm singing. And that's just to remind niggas, like, nah, bro, like, I'm on this R&B wave, bro, but I could really
still do that.
Like, nah, don't play. Like, just chill, bro. Don't think I'm not one of them ones when it comes to the rap shit. Chuck love when I rap. He love that too.
Shit. Hey, it turned me up.
He be like, bro, rap more, bro. Why the fuck you don't rap more, Low? I be like, bro, because, I mean, I can do both, but I just love R&B music.
In your bag.
I love singing. I love getting women out their seats and putting smiles on their faces and flowers in their hands, bro.
Straight up.
I love doing that shit, man.
Yeah.
That's just the type of guy I am, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a smooth guy. I like to make the woman happy. My goal is to have a show 90% women.
Hey,
90% women. Because I'm going to tell you this, bro, straight up, bro. The niggas going to follow wherever the women at.
That's it.
So if everybody's saying, yo, we finna go to Low show.
That's what they
hit. It's gonna be some hey, niggas better go fishing in that motherfucker. You better pick your poison, my boy. Go crazy. So yeah, man, that's just man. The Low Flow Fridays, every Friday, man, we coming with a different flow. We coming with a different style. I could be singing, I could be rapping, just whatever I feel like doing that Friday. So that's something that I love to do.
Now I know this plan ain't going to waste, man. So tell me, what's the intention, man? What's to come?
Yeah, so
you ain't gotta give me the whole scoop, you know what I mean? But hey, goddamn it, I know you keep shit here tight. Yeah, hey, I was trying to get some of them unreleased. Like, yeah, I'm gonna send them to your family. Yeah, locked up, baby. They're both locked, baby.
Sauce calling me out on my shit.
That vault is locked, man.
Sauce calling me out, bro. Because I'm gonna keep it real.
Ain't no leaking out.
You're someone that I can trust, bro. So I drop you off with a pack. But sometimes, bro, I've been in situations, bro, where I've sent songs to certain people, and a nigga come out with a song and it sounds just like mine.
Nah,
bro. So I've been kind of scarred, but I could trust. I feel like I know I could trust you. No, but this summer, bro, we're focusing on singles. Bro. We're gonna come out with some nice summertime singles for the people. Some nice vibes. Some feel good music, bro. Feel good, high vibrational music, positive music for people to get up out their seats, have fun. You know, I tell niggas all the time, bro. I make music for pretty girls that like to stand on couches. You know, hookah, beautiful nails. I'm talking about beautiful outfits, body banging. Like I make music for the fine shit.
Yeah,
you know, and then even if a woman has a low self-esteem, when she listen to me, she gon' that self-esteem is gonna heighten, and she gonna know that she's fine. She's fine. I make music for the baddies, bro. Yeah. And I'm not even talking about looks. I'm talking about attitude, how you walk in the room, how you own the room. Like, yeah. So this summer it's gonna be one of them summers, man. We just gonna have fun. We gonna we're going to throw some events. I plan on doing a show this summer. I plan on doing a show, and I plan on selling that show out. Now, the venue that I want, I'm not going to say the venue yet, but I want a venue that has a cap of at least 250 people. I feel like if Lotis and the team,
it's a nice goal to set.
If Lotis and the team can bring out at least 250 people, you're doing something.
Yes, sir.
Even if you just bring out 100 people, you're doing something, bro.
Yeah.
So that's my goal, bro. We're gonna do a show this summer. We're gonna drop these singles. We're gonna drop videos, and we're gonna continue to stay in their face.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna see me like that, though.
Straight up.
Like I told you, man, I'm on this 60-day self-improvement thing, bro. I'm not really too focused on going out to the clubs and being seen. Because what am I being seen for? What am I celebrating?
Yeah.
A lot of people go to these places because life is hard. A lot of people go to these places to escape. Yep. I'm cool on it right now. I'm hitting the gym, and I'm in the studio. I'm locked in.
Locked in.
You know, Drake has a line. He said, well, all of my closest friends out partying, I'm just here making all the music that they party too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not necessarily just trying to be always in the mix. Because what I tell you off camera, when they see you too much, they lose respect for you.
Yeah, bro.
They start looking at you like you a customer instead of a boss.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
The bottle girls treat you different when they see you all the time. They're like, man, this nigga was just in here on Tuesday. They ain't coming up to you, giving you the hug, the nice big hug and all that. They like, man, nigga, you was just in here on Tuesday. And you ain't spend no money. What you hugging me for?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Straight up.
So it's like, nah, all that kicking it and just seeing to be seen, you really lowering your value.
Man.
So that's why you going to see me on the internet, but as far as in person,
gonna be limited.
It's gonna be limited because for what? Why am I lowering my value? Because why would somebody pay $15 or $20 to come see LotisMusic in concert when they can go see him at R&B night at Minerva all the time? And shout out Black Rob, shout out Joe, yo to the good noops. But I'm just saying, it's just like, you have to understand, you have to create value from separation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't always be in the mix, especially when you're trying to be the biggest artist in the world. They're going to look at you like, nigga, why are you here? My nigga DJ Crisis be telling me all the time before him and Solid got on my ass about me being out too much, Crisis would put me to the side and he'd be like, little bro, go home. Shout out DJ Crisis, man. Shout out DJ Crisis. He be like, look, bruh, what are you doing? I know you want to be here. He wouldn't necessarily be like, go home, but he'd just be like, look, bruh, he pulled me to the side and he'd be like, fam.
You need them OGs like that, bro.
Like,
you need them fully.
Like, go
to
the studio or something.
Yeah,
go
man.
chill. Like, go on a date. Go do something.
Straight up.
Why are you in the club? What are you doing? Like, yeah, y'all done popped a couple bottles. All right, cool. But what are you doing? Yeah, the DJ playing your song, cool. But what are you doing? Are you getting ahead? Or are you just serving this temporary satisfaction?
Yeah.
Right now, you're serving this temporary satisfaction. So let's cut the excess fat off and let's lock in.
Straight up.
So shout out, I got some real OGs in my life, man. I'm so grateful that I have, bro. You know, like my CEO Solid, like DJ Crisis, like Patrick Walker Reese. You feel me? Like Black Rob, like people that I know have my best interest and want to see me win.
Yeah.
And that'll literally check me when I'm tripping, like, hey, look, bro, like you wildin', bro. Like, did you go to the gym today? No, you bullshitting. Did you go to the studio today? No, you bullshitting. How many songs did you write? How many hooks did you write? Nothing. You bullshitting. I love having people like that in my life. You know, French, Lack, like people that I know literally want to see me win. Like you got to have people like that around you. Yeah. I have people that check me when I'm tripping all the time. And the old Lotis would take offense to it. Like, bro, why you on my dick, nigga? Like, what's up with you, bro? You cool?
Man.
But really, a nigga want to see you win.
They looking
bro.
out for you.
They looking out for you, bro. So you taking that shit to heart, you being an emotional ass nigga. Emotional niggas do not win in this game, bro. And that was my problem, Sauce.
Yes.
I was an emotional nigga. I
take accountability for that.
I was
bro.
taking. I gotta take accountability for that, bro. Because I would get pissed off. I would run to the internet if I felt like a nigga was on some bullshit. I'd be like, man, fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
But whole time, it's not supposed to be fuck that nigga. It's supposed to be, let me look at the man in the mirror and see how I can improve.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people fear that man in the mirror. Sauce, they fear him. But nowadays, the man in the mirror has become my best friend. Because I don't run from my flaws. I meet them head on so I can improve and become a better person, a better overall person. Yeah. And that would eventually drop down to being a better man, being a better homie, being a better artist, being a better son. You know what I'm saying? Just being a better overall man. But like I said, man, 60-day self-improvement. I'm just trying to improve on me so everything else will fall down like the domino effect, man.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Yeah, bro. I don't and I don't mind being honest with you on that, bro.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Now I know you got some obligations, so we're gonna wrap up soon, man. I got 2 final questions for you.
Holla at me, Sauce. I'm happy to be here, man. You know,
sure,
it took 2 years.
I know.
So shit. I mean, shit. Ask me whatever. So it took 2 years, man. Nah.
I know you got some. I know you got some more engagements to to attend to, bro. So
yeah.
My 2 final questions for you, bro, is I don't know if I want to say the biggest, but what's a misconception? No, matter of fact, give me the biggest. What's the biggest misconception people have of Lotis that you would like to speak on and clear the air on? That's one question.
I would say the biggest misconception that people have about me is, you know, I've been told that I walk around with a certain attitude.
Okay.
That I'm better than people. But that's not the case at all, bro. I was taught at a young age to walk in a room and own the room. Chin up, chest out.
Straight up.
Look a man in his eyes when you shake his hand.
Yeah, man.
You know, and
firm grip.
Firm grip. You know what I'm saying? Just the key essentials of being a man. And I've been called cocky. I've been called arrogant. I've been called people think I'm better than people, and that's a terrible misconception to have, because when you sit down and have a conversation with me, you can see how genuine and nice of a person I am, bro. I'm just very confident. The freestyle that I posted, I said, thin line between cocky and confident, mama working, so I rap like the rent do. You feel me? There's a thin line between cocky and confident.
Yeah.
I'm not cocky at all. Cocky is when you're boasting about certain things that you have going on.
Yep.
When you're adding flames to shit that you feel like needs to be that needs to be heightened or emphasized.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
You know, I walk in a room and I treat the janitor with the same respect that I treat the CEO. All smiles, all handshakes, all love and hugs.
Straight up.
So Lotis is not a cocky or arrogant individual, but I'm not finna walk in a room with my head down and just dim my light because some niggas feel uncomfortable.
Straight up.
I don't give a fuck about how comfortable you feel, nigga. I don't give a fuck about if my presence bothers your spirit, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
That's your problem.
Because no matter what, Lotis is gonna walk in the room and I'm gonna own the room. I'm gonna talk to everybody in the room. I'm gonna shake everyone's hand, and by the time everyone leaves and gets in their car, they're gonna know who Lotis is.
Straight up.
When I walk in the room, bro, I'm making my business. I'm making my goal to when everybody leaves, they know who Lo is. It don't even got have to have nothing to do with music. I'm shaking everyone's hand. I'm introducing myself to everyone, nigga, because you never know who that person is. You could be shaking hands with the CEO of Chipotle, nigga.
Nah, straight up.
Like, you feel me? You never know. You could be shaking hands with the CEO of Empire or the head person at Atlantic Records or Def Jam or RCA. You never know. You feel me? So it's like, nah, nigga, I'm not I don't think I'm better than nobody. I don't think I'm cocky. I'm not arrogant. Hell no. Yeah. But one thing I am going to do is walk in the room with confidence.
Straight up.
And know who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
And even if you don't know who I am, I'm still going to introduce myself and let you know who I am. And I'm going to do it in a humble, nice, kind of way. Because if you look up the definition of humble, bro, it's really not a good thing to be. You're really dimming down. You're really lowering your value.
Yeah, when you really supposed to be shining your light.
You're really lowering your value to appease someone else.
Yeah.
I don't care, bro. Why would I care about what you think about me? Which I do. I do care about what people think about me, but I don't care what people think about me to the extent of me walking in a room and being quiet and not being myself.
Yeah.
So nah, bro. Just to clear up everything, bro. A big misconception is people think that I'm Hollywood or I'm cocky or I'm arrogant or my attitude is this or my attitude is that. That's not that, bro. I'm a respectful guy. I treat everyone with respect, and I treat everyone with respect and love. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm better than nobody, but I am a confident individual.
Straight up.
So
beautiful, man.
Yeah.
My final question to you, brother, is when it's all said and done, bro, what's the North Star for you, man? What's the right direction? Like, when it's all said and done for Lo, what does he want out of this?
Man, I want to be the biggest artist in the world. Like, I'm not finna dim this shit down. Like, nah, bro, I want to be the biggest artist in the world.
Yeah.
I want to put on for this city. I want to put on for my family. I want to put on for every young lady, every young man that's looking up to me.
Yeah.
That we come from similar situations, that every kid that's in college, that's sitting in that dorm room, don't know what the fuck they gonna do in life. I need everybody to understand that I was there and I can relate. Yeah. And I'm doing this for y'all.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I want to be the biggest artist in the world, bro. I want to be the biggest artist to ever come out of Nashville. I want to be the biggest artist to ever come out of Tennessee. I know there's been a lot of monumental giant artists that have came out of Tennessee, but what are we doing this for if we don't want to be the best?
Yeah.
What are you doing music for if you don't want to be the best? If you don't want to be the best? Quick little thing. I was you know how everybody has like their Michael Jordan stories or their Kobe stories? Mm-hmm. It was this one time I heard Ron Artest, he was talking about Kobe, and he said Kobe didn't talk to him for a long time. And one time they was in the locker room, they was like, man, Cole, why you don't talk? What's going on? Like, why you don't like me? And then Cole was like, nigga, you don't show up for practice. You don't do the certain things that you need to do. What are you here for if you don't want to be the best? I want to be the best. Lotis wants to be the best, and I'm not going to stop at anything to get there. I want to travel the world, all 50 states, all these countries, all these regions, performing music carefully cultivated by me and my team. I just want to be huge, dog. I want to be huge, bro. And that's, yeah.
Beautiful, man.
I want to be one of the biggest artists to ever come out of Tennessee, bro.
Man.
And before we get up out of here, man, again, I want to say thank you for having me on the platform, bro. I got a lot of good music. I got a lot of good things that are about to happen for me, man. And I'm glad that we got a chance to sit down.
Yeah.
While we can sit down, bro. Because life happens so fast. We never know where we're gonna be at tomorrow. So we got to make sure we put our best foot forward today.
Straight up.
And I just want to say thank you for sitting down and chopping it up with the kids.
Man, always, bro. And shit, man, thank you for having the patience. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Sauce, don't start with me. I ain't fucking with you, Sauce, man. I ain't fucking with you, man. I ain't fucking with Sauce, man.
You do this shit, man. You do this shit for real, man. So, you know, I'm proud to have got to like talk with you, bro, and really understand you, understand.
So
your
let me
story.
ask you this: with you sitting down and having a conversation with me, does it make more sense?
Yeah, it does.
You feel me? Because it's so, bro. I've heard so many things about me, bro, that are just so not true.
Yeah.
Because people will hear from this person that tells that person this, and nobody's had a conversation with me. But as soon as someone has a conversation with me,
it's changed, bro.
It's changed.
And not to say like mine was bad. It just I was just trying to put the pieces together, like trying to understand. And so like chopping it up with you, it for sure bridge that gap to where it's like, oh, I hear it different now.
Appreciate it, man.
Straight up.
Appreciate it, man.
My
dog, man. You know it, man.
Man, I'm gonna give you the chance, man, to shout anybody you want out.
Yeah.
Or you can break the fourth wall. You feel me over there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. We got like cameras right now.
Shout anybody you want out, bro. Let the people know what you want to let them know, man.
Okay.
And I appreciate you, bro.
Man, it's all love, man. First and foremost, man. Shout out to the viewers. Shout out to the people watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting on my dog's channel, man. You know, you guys keep us going. We're appreciative of you. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to the label Double Solid. Shout out French. Shout out 270. My people, like all my people that I hold close to my heart, man. Shout out to y'all. I know my mom is gonna watch this, so shout out to my mom. She watches like all my interviews.
That's hard.
She be trying to dissect me on certain things. She be trying to critique me, dude. Like it be the funniest thing, bro. On her lunch break, she be like watching, and she'll send me like keynotes on like, hey, I feel like you should say this better, X, Y, and Z. That's why I work hard, man. Shout out to her, man. And just shout out to the non-believers. We finna make y'all niggas believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
straight up.
2-Step out right now on all platforms, man. Make sure you guys go stream that, like that, comment on that. Music video out right now. We've already surpassed 3 million plus views and streams combined, and that's I'm grateful for that. Shout out Ty March.
On there, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. And just shout out to the people that love me. You know, shout out to the people that listen to me. Shout out to the people that are tapped in with the content. Shout out to the people that follow me. Shout out to the people that support me. You know, this is going to be a real big summer. I don't know when this interview is going to drop, but I'm telling you this right now. This is going to be a big summer, a life-changing summer, and I just thank God for all y'all, man. And shout out to the haters. We love y'all, too.
Straight up,
Love
man.
y'all, too, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, motherfucking Lotis Music. Yes, sir.
You did.
Let's give yourself a round of applause, brother. Yeah, man. Yes, sir.
That was smooth.
I appreciate you, my nigga.
Smooth, bro.
All right.
Smooth, bro.
I'm a motherfucking dog.
You know it, bro. That was smooth as fuck.
Until next time, man. We out.
Shit, we still got them recording.
Boom, let's go. We out.